This video is going to show us how to do the relationship of range to angle video. This is the setup. You're going to have a flat board. You may have a white one, or you may have the ones that are unfinished. You're going to have a meter stick. You're going to have a projectile launcher. We only have 6 projectile launchers, so groups will have to share. Every group will take their own data, but you can do it on the same shot if you wish. The number of books you put under the board should put this board at the same height as the muzzle. So if I move this muzzle launcher, the projectile launcher, right up next to the board, the bottom of the barrel should be resting as close as possible on the board. There may be a little gap there because the books, if you put an extra book, it may go too high, so get it as high as you can without going over the height of the muzzle launcher. Then we have this distance here. Doesn't matter. It can be whatever you need to be. You probably need to do a practice launch. We're going to use the second setting on our muzzle launcher. So we're going to use, on our projectile launcher, we're going to use the second setting. So you can do a practice launch, and this distance doesn't have to be the same every time. You just need to know what it is. So in the first launch, you may want it closer. So you do a practice launch like we did on our range finding activity the other day. You see about where it's going to be. Then you get on the side. I find if I set the ruler up on its edge, it's easier to see exactly when the ball hits, but that's your option. So then you videotape from the side. Get up close, you shoot it again, you see where it lands, you get that distance. This is going to be set at 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 30 degrees, on up to 80 degrees. So obviously you may have to adjust and bring it closer as you change angles. So at 30 degrees, 40 degrees, anyway, at different angles. If you shoot once and it goes off the board, then you need to move it away. If you shoot and it lands short of the board, you need to move it closer. So it's a pretty simple lab. So again, you're going to put books under this board until the level of this board is even with the projectile launcher. As you raise the angle, you'll have to add books probably, because you want to make sure the base of this projectile launcher is not touching the metal part or the floor. Okay? When you fire, you need to secure this, so you probably have to hold your finger down like I'm about to show you. So you have to secure it, make sure it's not moving. You load it, use a pin, don't use your finger, and you let her fire. Okay, I didn't have a ball in there, but that's how you would function. So again, this level is the same level as the projectile launcher. You do a practice launch. If you miss the board, then you need to adjust where you're shooting from here. You measure this distance and you add it on to the distance of the meter stick. So you want the range, the distance from the muzzle launcher to the projectile launcher to where it lands, the horizontal distance. So we will plot that for 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 30 degrees, all through 80 degrees. So it shouldn't take you very long to get this data. Your details are in your relationship of range to angle activity instructions. Good luck.